Here are 10 things I wish I knew at 22 as someone who's almost 28. Number one, you don't have to have it all figured out. Someone who's almost 28 and still figuring out things about herself and her life every single day, you don't need to have all the answers. And also, no one expects you to. This is also just another huge one that, I'm still struggling with. Looks fade. Figure out what your values are and make that the foundation for who you are as a person. Having a solid base for who you are will set the tone for the kind of people you have in your life. Have goals outside of a relationship. I used to think that getting married and having kids was the most important thing that I could do with my life. Don't get me wrong, I still want to get married and have all of that. But I spent so many years stressing and worrying that I was never gonna get married or maybe I was never gonna have kids. The stress that I put myself under for that, especially as a woman, it was unnecessary. I want to be a published author. I would love to have my book, which is actually a trilogy, become a series on Netflix. Shout out Netflix, hit me up. I wanna travel to 100 countries. I'm already at 30, at almost 28. I wanna speak more languages. I started learning German. Have goals outside of what society expects from you, and also what you expect from yourself. Speaking of expectations, you are way too hard on yourself. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are smart. You are capable of so many things. Your biggest enemy is you and the story you tell yourself as to reasons why you can't do something. Someone who is not excited to see your success is someone who ultimately wanted to watch you fail. I've had people in my life who I thought were my friends, and it was very, very clear that they were not. And any type of success, happiness, life changing event that happened, whatever it was, it felt like no matter what I did, they were not happy or excited for me. And that's when I found out that they weren't really my friends. This is probably one of the most important ones. No is a full sentence. Now, the Olsen twins might have said this in their teenage years and luckily put that out in the media. Regardless of the situation, no is a full sentence and you do not need to explain. Also, beware who you tell your secrets to. This also comes back to the whole finding out who your real friends are. You've met someone new and it's exciting or whatever, whether that's a partner or a friend, just be aware. Maybe you don't tell your deepest, darkest secrets just yet. Find out how they talk about other people and then ask yourself, would I want this person to talk about me this way? Don't become a chameleon. What do I mean by that? Those values that we talked about with building the foundation for who you are should be unshakable or unbreakable. But I spent so many years, especially in my long term relationship, trying to be that blonde haired, skinny, whatever. And I couldn't become it. And I was so unhappy. And guess what? He still ended up cheating on me. And we still broke up. Trust your gut. Your gut is there to protect you. Now, I added a little bonus one because I feel like this is something that no one talks about, especially women. At around age 24, 25, I went through what I like to call a second puberty. So, what does that mean? Um, Basically, while I was traveling in Spain in 2023, I had noticed my body changed significantly. This could also be due to having PCOS or genetics, or maybe just my body type in general. My hips got bigger, my legs got bigger. I felt as though my body was changing and it became more womanly, so to say. And I feel like no one really talks about that. And I'm just going to leave you with this. I always like to say to myself, give the grace you give others. Be kind to yourself. You share your own company more than anyone else's. So make sure that you love the person that you are. You don't have to be perfect. There is no such thing. Loving and accepting yourself for who you are is probably the coolest thing you'll ever do.